Typhoon Yolanda brought unprecedented amount of devastation of property and unexpected numbers of death to parts of the Philippines that Filipinos around the world rallied to send help any way that they can. Here in Toronto, fundraising and relief initiatives went into overdrive that every concerned Filipino and non-Filipino was involved, and not a few organizations were mobilizing their members to get the word out to help and donate whatever they can. The Canadian government sent their Disaster Assistance Response Team, or DART. DART is a multidisciplinary military organization designed to deploy on short notice anywhere in the world in response to situations ranging from natural disasters to complex humanitarian emergencies. It is one component of Canada's toolkit to respond to natural disasters abroad. Minister of International Development Christian Paradis also reiterated the government will match donations dollar for dollar until December 23rd.
The cash donation is still being accepted until December 23rd, and the government has promised to match that dollar for dollar until December 23rd.
And this cash fundraising that we are doing, we are partnering off with Luminous. They'll double it up. So if we collect $10, that will be 20, and then before November 30, their Canadian Foundation arm, which is a charitable institution, will apply to the government's federal government's one-on-one funding. So therefore, a contribution of $1 will not just become $2, it will be $4.
In Toronto, the Filipino community, people from every walks of life, were doing their part to help. Concerts, bingo games, auctions, dinner parties are being held, all to raise funds for relief effort. Parties and concerts that were planned to raise funds for other charitable cause had to split the proceeds for the typhoon, Yolanda. In Los Angeles, even a garage sale was held to raise money.
We are doing this bingo. Originally, itong bingo na to is actually for the school. No, kasi we have showcases na in line para sa next year. Pero ngayon, because of what happened, we are splitting some of the funds. Syempre, bibigay natin sa fundraising for the typhoon victims.
Actually, sa nangyari sa Pilipinas, you know that even ourselves was a victim of this catastrophe, and aside from that, like we want to offer and to help people who are directly affected by reducing our costs, or basically charging our customer a little below costs, so that we can be able to help in a way, sending relief goods or anything help to the relatives in the affected areas.
One of the fundraising projects in line with the Typhoon Haiyan, Yolanda, of ABS-CBN Foundation through its Sagip Ka Pamilya program is the Tulong Na Tabang Na Tayo Na t-shirts. So we're selling it for $10 here in Canada, where all proceeds will actually go to the Calamity Fund for Typhoon Yolanda.
Some organizations scrap their Christmas events to donate the proceeds to the relief. Others cannot cancel for logistical reasons. After all, some cannot cancel an event that people paid for already. Those people, or some of them, may have already donated on their own in one of the relief efforts around town. Others, like fundraising a beauty pageant event that was a year in planning and selling, will be a nightmare to cancel. So they decided to donate all the net proceeds of the event towards the relief effort.
We are having a Christmas party tonight, and some of the proceeds will be going towards the victims of the Typhoon Yolanda.
Ladies and gentlemen, the board of the Filipino Center in Toronto decided in its last meeting that every penny, the net proceeds, net profits of this evening will be donated to Typhoon Haiyan victims.
myself, together with the rest of the talents, are raising funds in partnership with World Vision Canada. That will be on December 13th, and the title of the show is Let It Shine. With me are lots of talented singers, dancers.
Yeah, because you know what? Let's all do that. What's this? It's the video, I think so.
And there's also a picture, okay?
There may be some who are asking, isn't sending goods to the devastated areas going to arrive a little too late? Let us remember, recovery of a disaster area and the people who live there do not happen overnight. They take years. So if you're complaining about the increase in price of public transit, hydro, gas, property tax, the cost of living, let us remember our fellow Filipinos back home are just worried about living. And if you complain that it's cold outside this winter, remember that our own fellow Filipinos do not have the luxury of complaining about inside or outside, because a lot of them do not even have a roof over their heads this Christmas. And who knows how many more Christmases they have to endure before they get that roof over their head. This is Tina Rio reporting for LM Confidential.